There's a unique kind of tension that hangs in the air when you know someone is weighing you up. It's not a casual thought. It's a deep, consequential evaluation. You can feel it in the prolonged silences, the measured looks, the conversations that seem to carry more weight than the words themselves. You get the distinct, unsettling feeling that you are being assessed, and that the outcome of this private deliberation will change everything. It might be a romantic partner deciding whether to fully commit or walk away. A hiring manager deciding if you're the right candidate for a life-changing job. A friend weighing whether to trust you with a profound secret. When you sense that someone is making a big decision about you, you are picking up on very real, subtle cues of a deep psychological process unfolding within them. This isn't about everyday choices. This is about a consequential decision that involves you at its core. And when this happens, specific, predictable patterns of human behavior and cognition kick in. Understanding these patterns is your key to navigating this precarious time, not by manipulating the outcome, but by comprehending the profound psychological forces at play. So, if you sense that someone is making a big decision about you, here is what is happening inside their mind. 1. They have entered a state of deliberative, not implemental, thinking. Psychologists make a crucial distinction between two mindsets: the deliberative mindset and the implemental mindset. Think of it as the difference between being a judge and being a general. When someone is in a deliberative mindset, their mind is an open courtroom. They are weighing evidence. They are considering pros and cons. They are asking, what if? And is this the right path? This phase is characterized by open-ended exploration, uncertainty, and even anxiety. The person is psychologically perched on a fence, and it's an uncomfortable place to be. Conversely, the implemental mindset begins once a decision has been made. Now the mind shifts from being a judge to being a general. The question is no longer, should I, but how will I? The focus turns to planning, strategy, and execution. The uncertainty vanishes, replaced by determined, often closed-off focus. When someone is making a big decision about you, they are squarely in the deliberative phase. This is why their behavior can feel so confusing and inconsistent. One day they are warm and engaged. This is when the pro-evidence is winning in their internal court. The next day they are distant and withdrawn. This is when they are intensely focused on the cons or exploring the potential consequences of a negative decision. They might test you subtly, not out of malice, but to gather more data for their deliberation. They might ask probing questions or create small scenarios to see how you react. They are pulling on different threads to see how strong the fabric of your connection or your character truly is. Their emotional unavailability isn't necessarily a sign of rejection. It's a sign of intense internal cognitive load. Their mental energy is being consumed by this inner debate, leaving less available for the easy, flowing interaction you may have had before. Recognizing this can help you stop personalizing their hot and cold behavior. It's not really about you in those moments. It's about the massive silent processing happening within them. They are stuck in the courtroom of their own mind, and you are the case being tried. 2. They are engaged in intensive cost-benefit analysis, and the costs feel more urgent. Human beings are, at our core, loss-averse creatures. The pain of losing something we have is psychologically twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. This is a fundamental principle of behavioral economics known as loss aversion, and it is central to how we make big decisions about other people. When this person is deliberating about you, they are not just calmly listing your qualities. They are running a deep, often subconscious cost-benefit analysis where the potential costs carry significantly more weight. The benefits of choosing you are the gains: your companionship, your support, the joy you bring, the skills you offer. These are positive, but in the deliberative stage, they can feel abstract and future-oriented. The costs, however, are the losses they are trying to avoid, and these feel visceral and immediate. The potential loss of their independence, the risk of being hurt or betrayed, the social capital they might lose by associating with you, the opportunity cost of all the other paths they are closing off by choosing you. This is why you might see them pulling away even when things seem to be going well. They've hit a cost in their internal calculation. The thought, "But if I commit to them, I'll never experience being single again," can emotionally outweigh a long list of your wonderful attributes because it's framed as a loss. The fear of a potential future pain can be more motivating than the reality of present happiness. Their mind is instinctively trying to protect them from threat and loss. So they will scrutinize your flaws, your past mistakes, or any element of uncertainty with a magnifying glass. They are asking themselves, is this the flaw that will ultimately cause me pain? Is this the risk that will lead to a loss I can't bear? Understanding this loss aversion bias is critical. It explains why the process can feel so skewed, why it seems like your strengths are being taken for granted, while your minor weaknesses are being overanalyzed. It's not that you are inadequate, it's that the human brain is wired to overinflate potential threats in the face of a big decision. 3. They are subconsciously consulting their internal working models. We do not enter relationships as blank slates. We carry with us blueprints of how relationships are supposed to work, what we can expect from others, and whether we are worthy of love and commitment. These blueprints are called internal working models, a concept from attachment theory formed in our earliest relationships with caregivers. When someone is making a big decision about you, they are not just deciding based on who you are. They are deciding based on how you fit into or challenge these pre-existing internal models. A person with a secure internal working model, shaped by consistent, reliable care, will likely assess you more fairly and directly. They will look for signs of honesty, reliability, and mutual respect. The decision-making process, while still weighty, will be more rational and grounded in the present reality of your character. However, a person with an insecure internal working model will be navigating much more turbulent psychological waters. Someone with an anxious model who fears abandonment will be hyper-vigilant for any sign of rejection or inconsistency. They might misinterpret your need for space as proof that you are about to leave, and this fear could become a major cost in their analysis, even though it originates from their past, not your present actions. Conversely, a person with an avoidant model who fears enmeshment and loss of independence will be triggered by intimacy and closeness. Your desire for connection will be subconsciously framed as a threat to their autonomy. They might sabotage a good thing or create distance precisely when things are going well, because their internal model dictates that closeness leads to being trapped or controlled. In essence, their big decision about you is often a reenactment of an old internal story. They are subconsciously asking, does this person confirm my deepest fears about relationships? Or do they offer a chance to rewrite my story? You become a character in a play that was written long before you met them. Their hesitation or conflict may have very little to do with you personally and everything to do with the ghosts of their past they are wrestling with as they consider letting you in. 4. They are projecting a future onto you. A big decision is, by its nature, a decision about the future. When someone is deciding about you, they are not just looking at who you are today. They are trying to answer a critical question. Who will this person become, and who will I become if I choose them? They are mentally time-traveling, and they are projecting a future onto you. This projection is a blend of your demonstrated patterns, their own hopes, and their deepest fears. They are constructing narratives. The best-case scenario narrative: if I choose them, we will build a life of support and adventure, and we will grow together. And the worst-case scenario narrative: if I choose them, I will be held back, betrayed, or ultimately disappointed. You will see evidence of this testing in their behavior. They might bring up topics of long-term goals, values, or how you've handled past challenges. They are not just making conversation, they are gathering data points for the future they are projecting. They are looking for consistency, for red flags, for green lights that either confirm or calm their fears about the path ahead. This is why your past actions and your demonstrated character are so crucial during this period. A single kind gesture might be woven into a narrative of a supportive future. A single broken promise, no matter how small, can be inflated into a narrative of future betrayal and unreliability. They are looking for the trajectory of your arc, and they are trying to see if their arc can safely merge with yours. Ultimately, the decision they make will be less about the person you are in this exact moment, and more about the person they believe you will be in the countless moments that make up the future they are imagining. So, what do you do with this knowledge? How do you navigate this period when you are powerless over someone else's internal process? The answer is not to try to control the outcome. That will only come across as manipulative or desperate, which will register as a significant cost in their analysis. The answer is to focus on what you can control: your own authenticity and stability. Be consistent. Let your actions align with your words. This provides reliable data for their deliberative mind and calms their anxious projections about the future. Be patient, but have boundaries. Understand that the deliberative phase is necessary and respect their process. But do not tolerate disrespect or endless ambiguity. Your willingness to walk away if the process becomes toxic is a powerful demonstration of your self-worth. And most importantly, remember this: a big decision about you is always in part a reflection of the decision maker. Their fears, their past, their capacity for trust, and their vision for their own future are all being revealed in their deliberation. The outcome will tell you as much about them as it does about their perception of you. Whatever the result, it is information. It tells you if you fit into the life they want to build, and perhaps more crucially, it reveals whether the life they want to build is one you would truly want for yourself.